You know, the predestination and the preordination, preordained, and also the pre-knowledge, foreknowledge of God is fascinating and really important. Because there's enough Bible verses talk about God predestined. Jacob I loved, Esau I hated, even before they were born. In Genesis, in the book of Genesis, for example, there are, which I'm going to give you Bible verses shortly. So, I used to believe that God preordained or predestined all the things He foreknew. So, which one comes first? Apparently, His preordination comes first. His preordination and predestination come first. This was rather shocking to me. But now that in the Reformed theology, I think there's no argument for you to say God only preordained the things that He knew before He foreknew. The reality is God knows everything before they happen. But which one comes first? That's a question. From the Bible, it is clear preordination comes first. So let's unpack that, okay? Acts 15. No, that's not a good one. This. So before I get to the verses, let me read to you the Westminster's Confession. Westminster's Confession chapter 3.2. Although God knows whatsoever may or can come to pass, all supposed conditions, yet hath He not decreed anything because He foresaw it as future, or that which will come to pass upon such conditions. So Westminster's Confession is arguing that God did not decree anything because He foresaw it. He foreknew it. That is actually is the other way around. So Romans 9:11, though they were not yet born and had done nothing either good or bad, in order that God's purpose of election might continue, not because of works, but because of Him who calls. See that? Who is that? Verse 13. So that it depends not on human will or exertion, but on God, on His mercy. Okay, let me just read to you the entire thing. Okay, see, and not only so, when Rebekah had conceived, this is Romans 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. When Rebekah had conceived children by one man, our forefather Isaac, though they were not yet born and had done nothing either good or bad, in order that God's purpose of election might continue, not because of works, but because of Him who calls. You see that? Jacob and Esau, the twins of Rebekah and Isaac, they have done nothing. They're still in their mother's womb, in Rebekah's womb. And yet God has already determined. See, the Bible says it's not because of what they do, it's because of what God foreordained. Right? So, though they were not yet born and not done anything, either good or bad, in order that God's purpose of election might continue, not because of works or because of Him who calls. She was told, the older will serve the younger. You may ask, why? That's not for you to ask. That's God. Okay, the older will serve the younger. As is written, Jacob I loved, but Esau I hated. God, in all His full wisdom and the great counsel, He determined, He foreordained before anything come to pass. You can't be God must have a reason, but we don't know. Okay, so this is what, as much as the theology of the Westminsters is a very powerful thing to understand and to note. Okay, so it is God actually foreordained before they come to pass. This is so amazing. So I want you to know that, right? Amen.